Intelligence John Ratcliffe is refusing to sign off on an election meddling report. Ratcliffe believes the report, which is due to Congress tomorrow, should also include attempts made by China to influence others, including through electronic means. Joining us now to talk about all this, and Newsmax White House correspondent Emerald Robinson, who joins us now from Washington, D.C. So, Emerald, why is John Ratcliffe holding up this report? What's the holdup?
Yeah, and the implications of him holding up the report is really what is at the heart of this, right? Because Ratcliffe has, leaked the information that he's refusing to sign off on this report, given that he wants the intelligence regarding China and their attempts to influence the 2020 presidential election. Specifically, we've heard from sources that there's raw intelligence that is pretty damning and much more expansive in the efforts that China implemented in order to counter the possibility that there would be a Trump second term. Now, given that, what you have to look at is that the fact that Ratcliffe is waiting until that's included is that there's a portion of the intelligence community that is refusing to sign off or to really conduct a detrimental assessment of China and its efforts. And why our sources say that is so concerning is because you have to look at what we have just learned in recent days about Chinese influence apparatuses and machinery, in that we now know that they've been able to infiltrate a large portion of businesses across the globe, also consulates, but also the kind of influence campaigns that they conduct against members of Congress, CC Eric Swalwell. But there's also the fact that a lot of people were looking forward to this timeline tomorrow of getting this report, given that we now know more about our election infrastructure, which means there are more questions about our election infrastructure, right, John? We talked about this a little bit last hour, that a lot of the apparatuses involved in our election systems is actually owned by foreign companies, which a lot of people are not comfortable with. So they wanted to see this report and the assessment on this infrastructure. And additionally, there's timing. If it's not going to be tomorrow, it sounds like it's going to be sometime in January. And people are concerned, sources here in D.C. are concerned, that if it goes past Inauguration Day and there's some evidence or some information in there that questions the validity of the election and foreign influence, that there will be real ramifications for public sentiment around that. So they say timing's of the essence because people are really watching this, and a lot of people aren't comfortable with this election. They question it.
Yeah, there are a lot of people out there who are
very important,
very uncomfortable with the results of the election, including the president himself. Emerald, thanks so much. All right, while we wait for DNI Ratcliffe's report, here's what we already do know. The problem is much